I'll share the screen with you 1 second. Okay. Shall we check out the scheme for home science paper? Yeah. Okay, here it is. Okay, so now in home science, you're having objective type of questions, 9 questions. Okay, MCQ, sorry, 19 MCQs are there. Okay, one mark each. Then you're having 2 mark, fill in the blanks, match the columns, paragraph or case-based questions, 1 mark, 1 word questions, true and false and all. Okay. These are of 2 marks each, like one fill in the blank is of 2 marks. So those questions 12 you have, and they carry 24 marks. Okay. So objective, 43 marks objectives you're going to have. Then you're going to have subjective, very short 2 marks. Okay. Short answer 3 mark and long answer 5 mark questions. Okay. 2 5-mark questions are there. 4 short 3 3-mark questions are there, and 10 2 2-mark questions are there. Okay. So this is easy because you're having a lot of objective questions which are scoring. Okay. Objectives are scoring. Very short and short are also very scoring, and long. Okay. So this is the like pattern. Okay. Weightage. Then you're having difficulty level. 17 marks paper, that is 20% paper will be difficult, 50% will be medium hard, and 30% of the paper will be easy. Okay, 30% will be easy.
Yep.
So this is like the chapters that you are getting in the paper. Okay, like units, not the chapters, units. These are the units, and from each unit you are having like how much marks it's gonna come from each unit. Okay, food 15 marks, and growth and development 16 marks. Questions are going to come. Okay, and home science and its importance, only 2 marks question will come from that. Okay, so you don't have to do it in too much depth. Okay, the first home science and its importance chapter from that unit. Okay, so this is about your weightage by content. Okay, if you want to check out the sample paper with me, we can do that also. Here it is. Okay, 47 questions will be there in your paper. Okay, 47 questions, and 1 to 19 are MCQs, 20 to 31 are objective. So first 31 questions are objective, then from question 32 to 47, the remaining are subjective, like very short and long answer questions. Okay, so this is your MCQ. 19 MCQs are there. Okay, then you have fill in the blanks, true or false, match the column. Okay, again true or false, and name the decorative dyeing techniques. Okay, true or false, identify. All of this is there. Then section B. Section B, short questions are there, 2 2-mark questions are there. This is all short questions. Okay, then look at the question 39. Spending pattern of each family is unique. Analyze any 4 factors that would influence the spending plan of a family. We did this, right? Factors affecting the spending plan. Okay. So then see this all questions are there now. 44, 45, 46, 47. Only attempt 1. Okay. Only attempt 1 question. Then this is the marking scheme. Okay. Marking scheme is given to you and the answers are given to you. Okay, but give 1 second. Okay, these are long questions, the last two. 5 mark questions, if you can see. Okay. Compare the benefits of breastfeeding and bottle feeding. List 5 each. So 5 of bottle feeding and 5 for breastfeeding, you have to write benefits. Okay. So this will be in detail, like 5 mark questions will be in detail. Okay. You are going to answer them in detail. And what is the word limit of 80 to 120 words? Okay. 80 to 120 words in the long question. Today you can do an activity. Open any random paragraph from your notebook, okay, and count the words. Sit and count up to 120, okay, and then check how much portion are you able to cover, okay, and then check how much portion are you able to cover. So that much is what you have to write in your long answers. Okay. Same thing you can do with short answers. You can sit and count till 50 or 80. Count till 80. Okay. Count till 80 and see that much you have to write in short answers. Okay. So when you do this activity now, you will have an idea that how much to write, what portion of the page you'll be able to fill when you are answering the questions. Okay.
Yep.
So that is there. Okay. One more thing, when you are answering, you attempt all questions. Okay. Even if any question is there you don't know about, okay, you are not able to understand, attempt it. Okay. Write something. Write whatever you know about that topic or related to that topic. Okay. Write that and attempt it. Because if we leave it blank now, then it doesn't give a wrong it doesn't give a right expression when the teacher is checking it. Okay, blank spaces. Okay, so
Yeah.
you
Can we
write
write?
it.
We can also write it in our own words if we don't.
Yes. Yes, you can write it in your own words, definitely. That is not a problem. But don't leave any question. That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
do not leave anything. Yes, Megan.
If we do attempt the answer, if we don't know it and it's still wrong, do we still get a mark for attempting it or just no
You
marks?
may get a mark, Megan. Okay, that is also one point, that if by chance like you don't know and you wrote some words that are related to the topic, the examiner might give you half marks. Okay, or 1 mark sometimes, or half marks. Okay, I also do that. If the child is leaving blank, that time I have to give 0 for the answer, right? I cannot give any marks. But if they have written something, I read it nicely, and if I find that something is correct in that para, I'll give half or 1 mark. Okay, so you will gain mark. Okay, but if you leave it blank, then no marks, and it will not look good also. So no leaving it blank. Also, I want to practice. I want you to practice time limit. Okay, I want you to practice time limit. Work on your speed because 47 questions are there. Okay, home science. Okay, you can cover because most are objective types. English, when it comes to English you have, besides long, you have essay type questions also, very big essay type questions. And English writing portion, you have to do letter writing also, you have to do notice writing also. Okay, so English and 3 hours you will get. Okay, English papers come very lengthy, and from what I've seen, students are not able to come. The paper that students are not able to complete is English paper. Okay, in
Yeah.
3 hours, because English paper is the lengthiest paper that comes. Okay, so work on your speed. Okay, set a timer, like the exam that we will be taking of you guys. Okay, we want you to work on your speed. Okay, set a timer and then write the paper. Again, finish it in the time given. All
Yep.
right. Yes. Okay, so that is all. Any other question related to home science?
No.
Good question.
Yes, Megham.
In the 5 mark question, the long answered ones, like
Hmm.
for example, the breastfeeding, what's the and the bottle feeding. If you
Hmm.
sorry, you have to write a lot of words and it has to be a big answer. But if you get a small answer and like for example, it's only 5 lines, how do you maximize it? Like how do you?
How do you maximize it? How do you write it? Okay, suppose I get only five, only like one part of it, okay? Like I'll get maybe only breastfeeding, only bottle feeding, and it's only 5 points, okay? First, you write down the points, okay? Like the heading, okay? In the point only, make a heading and then explain it further in your own words, 2 to 3 lines. So your 1 point will become 2 to 3 line point, and that 2 to 3 line point, like that, you will write five. Okay, 5 3 3 3 3 line points that will cover your word limit. Okay, so when you think that you don't have like only a small answer is there, but it is a long question, how to answer that? You put a heading in the point and then you explain that in your own words. Okay, that elaborates the answer. All right,
And if
then
it's
yes,
if it's a 5 mark question, then would 6 to 7 lines be good enough for that?
no, 6 to 7 lines is not good enough. Okay, 6 to 7 lines is not good enough. I would say it should be at least more than half a page. Okay, more than half a page it should cover. If it is in para, then um, like more than half a page or points will cover it. Three line points, 5 points will cover your more than half a page. But also the words, okay, like I said, you count the words and see, okay? Because see, my handwriting when I'm writing it, okay, is very small. So when I write it, I'm able to fit 8 to 9 words around in one line. Okay. So maybe yours is 6 to 7 words in one line, or maybe you can fit 10 words in one line. Okay. So that also depends. And if you are like writing it and you want to show the answer bigger also and you want to cover the lines also, okay, try to expand and write. Okay. Means not 5 words in one line like kids do. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, not that spread out, but a little spread out than your usual. Okay, just a little spacious, write it a little spacious. Okay, put headings. Okay, there is like a trick where sometimes I do this, that let me find some space. Okay, this one is fine. If I have an answer, okay, I'll put point first. Okay, I'll put the heading. I'll put the heading. Um, it is it provides nutrients. It provides nutrients. Then I underline it. Okay. Then I put dash. And then I leave one line and start writing. The breast milk provides all the necessary nutrients, all the necessary nutrients to the child, such as you write some nutrients. Okay. So this thing will consume 5 lines. Okay. Around. This thing will consume around 5 lines. And like this, you can make 5 points. Okay. If you want to make it look spacious or you think the matter is less, okay, instead of just writing it provides nutrients, you make that a heading. This is my heading. It provides nutrients. And then I explain my heading. And then the second point also, I make it a heading and then explain it in my own words. That is how you form it. Okay, long questions.
Also, ma'am,
Yes.
what chapters will be there in the first quarter yearly paper?
Quarterly paper. What chapters are going to be there in the first quarterly paper? Okay, I'll just discuss it with you and let you know. Okay. These are the lessons now in public examination side. Okay, that are going to be there in your final exam. All right, and out of these, the quarterly paper, we will keep 4 to 5 lessons. Let's keep today's 30, right? 4 chapters. Okay. I told you that I'll be giving till managing income. I took your test, right? We have life begins, my family and adolescence, ethics, and consumer behavior. Okay. And then I told you that I will take communicable and lifestyle diseases, then care and maintenance of fabrics, managing time and energy and income. Okay. I think these were the chapters I told you about, right?
Even chapter
Even
4.
chapter 4, yes, methods of cooking food. These are the chapters that I told you about. So we will keep let's keep the first 4 chapters in the first part. Okay. That is methods of cooking food. First quarterly, chapter 4, 8, 9, and 15. Okay. Second quarterly paper of home science, chapter 16. No, not 16. I will take 17, 19, 20, 21, and 22. 17, 19, 20, 21. This second exam will be 30th October. Okay. Where you are getting 17, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay. Tell me 5. Shall I only keep 4 chapters or 5 chapters is not a problem?
Yeah, 5 chapters.
Not a problem?
Yeah.
Okay. Then for the first half yearly paper, how many are we having in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chapters are there, right? So we can keep 7 chapters and 8 chapters in the like half yearly paper. Okay. The first 7 chapters, the first 8 chapters in half yearly paper 1. Okay. Or I'll keep a mix. Okay. I can keep a mix also. So half yearly course I'll send you. Okay. Half yearly 1 course I'll send you. Half yearly 2 will be the remaining chapters. And then final exam will be there. Prelims. Okay. Where all the 15 chapters will come. Okay. The pattern will be 100 marks paper. Okay. 19 MCQ and 2 long. Okay. 4 short. Okay, that will be the pattern. 10 very short. So that pattern will be in the prelims. Okay. Half yearly also, it will cover objective questions, very short, and long questions. Okay, that is why I give you like very short, long questions so that you can have a practice how to solve them. Okay. So this is the course for your first quarterly, second quarterly. Okay, I'll send you the course for half yearly papers and the final paper also.
Okay.
Okay. Now, anything else?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. See the weightage now, the weightage thing. Look here, you have units. Okay. If you take a look here now, you have units, unit 1, unit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So unit 1 is only 2 marks. Only 2 marks question you will get from unit 1. So that is what is home science, right? So what is home science? You just have to do its meaning. Okay. You don't do very depth. What is home science? Okay. Growth and development, 16 marks. Questions you will get from just these three chapters. Life begins, family and I, and adolescence, strength and challenges. Yeah. So what to do? You study these three chapters very nicely. Okay. So this is how you study according to the weightage of the units. Okay.
Okay.
According to the weightage of the units. Less weightage, you study like only the most important parts very nicely. Okay. Just revise the lesser important parts. Okay. That will do for you. The more weightage portions, you do those chapters very nicely. Those are important lessons. Okay. Now, big questions can also be formed from these lessons.
Yeah. Will we be following the weightage thing for the quarterly papers and the half-yearly papers?
Will I be following the weightage thing for the quarterly or half-yearly papers? If I do, I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay, if I follow, I haven't decided yet if I follow or not, but I can follow the quarterly in the quarterly papers too. Okay, quarterly papers. Let's also decide the scheme. Okay, quarterly papers will be 30 marks only. Okay, quarterly papers will be 30 marks only. Okay, half yearly papers. Half yearly papers, I'll be keeping either 60 marks or 70 marks papers. Okay, no 80 marks. Before it was 80. Okay, but now I'm keeping either 60 or 70 marks per half yearly, and for final exam, 100 marks. Final 100 marks. Okay, for minor subjects such as data entry, basic computing, I think you'll be getting the final exam of 40 marks only. Okay, because some are major subjects and some are minor subjects. Even I am in my college having 7 major subjects and 2 minor subjects. So the 2 minor papers are for me also the rest of the subjects 80 marks, 2 subjects 40 marks papers are there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 20 marks we have activities and projects and files. So you are like I'm sure that data entry is a minor subject. Okay, but I'm not sure about this basic computing because nothing is given on the website, right? For basic computing, we don't have any scheme. So I have told sir to check in with the previous students and find out. Okay, if you have like I'm telling this to you too. Okay, if you're having your siblings who passed out, okay, from the secondary level and they took data entry. If they took data entry, ask them. Okay, that what is the weightage, what is that a 40 marks paper, or is that you're going to get 100 marks paper or 40 marks paper. Okay, ask your elders. Okay, what is it like?
Also,
Would it?
One by one.
Sorry.
um, will Sakshi ma'am tell us what chapters will be coming in the basic computing test?
Sakshi ma'am will
Quarterlies?
tell you. Okay, Sakshi ma'am will tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell Sakshi ma'am to plan out a class with you tomorrow. Okay, today though is half over. Okay, but
Yeah.
tomorrow, maybe like 11:30. Are you free, both of you?
Yeah.
11:30. I'll tell Sakshi ma'am to plan 11:30 class with you, and Edric also data entry. I think she needs to talk with Edric also about what chapters are going to come in data entry. So I'll tell her, and one class we will arrange for you all. So any doubts regarding data entry or basic computing, you can ask Sakshi ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Megan?
Yeah.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, it happens. Try to remember it.
Okay.
Oh, you cannot remember. No. It's fine. You can ask me when you remember. fine. Okay. All right. So that is what is the plan. Okay. It's half ready. The timetable is half ready. I've made it half, but I'll do it full today. Okay. I'm just putting it in a format. So
Yeah.
you'll receive the full thing today. And course also. Course also. English and this home science you will receive today. English, home science, and I think the data entry and basic computing. I'll tell Sakshi ma'am to do, like, if she can send it by tomorrow to you guys. Okay. We have like given you some gaps. Okay, like I said, 2 day gap in quarterly papers, in half yearly 1 week gap, in I think finals we've given you 1 week or 10 day gap. Okay, between all the papers. That sounds fine, right? You
Yeah.
will be able to do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If too much burden is there after seeing the timetable, just let me know, okay? I'll see
Yeah.
what can be done because we do not want to pressurize you. We want to give you a practice, okay? But not under pressure.
Yep.
All right. So just let me know if you find that a lot of things are coming at once. Just let me know. Okay. Okay, then we will. Okay. Anything else, you guys?
Yep. I think I'm good.
Okay. One more thing that is there. Okay. When you're answering, make sure to put the correct serial numbers. Okay. Make sure that you put the correct serial number for the exercises. Like if you're answering, fill in the blanks. So make sure you put one and write the correct thing. Okay. And
Okay.
two and write the correct thing. Also, sections will be there. So make sure that you put section A on top, question 1. Okay. Then you put 1 and write the answer, 2 and write the answer. Okay. You don't have to copy the questions in exams.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to copy the questions. Just put the numbers, question number, then put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and write it. Okay. Also, I'll have to confirm it with sir if it is there in the NIOS board. It was there in my board, CBSE, that you are free to attempt any section first. Okay. Like in English paper, the lengthiest section is the writing section. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the grammar, not the literature, but the writing section where you have to write a story, you have to write a letter, you have to do everything. That is the lengthiest portion. So we were allowed to attempt section C first. Okay, we were allowed to do that. I will have to confirm how it is for you guys. Are you allowed to complete like do other sections first, or you have to follow the format? Okay,
Yeah.
whatever it is, what I believe is that you guys have to work on the speed. Okay, because even if you like start with section C, writing section, and you just take a long time in that only, the remaining portion you'll leave and come.
Yeah.
Okay, rest of the paper you leave and come. So don't do that. Okay, you practice fast reading. Okay, comprehension passage like reading, and when you read, okay, you can, and like how I used to do it, I used to read and check out the questions together.
Yeah.
I used to read and check out the questions together, and with pencil I used to write in the paper the word in front of it, and then I started writing part 1 and then just write the answers and then done. Okay? It's very quick, like takes very less time.
Yeah.
You record that.
Will we
Yes.
need, will we have the like black pen? We use a
Yeah.
black pen for the heading and the blue pen for the body. Will we have
I
that?
think yes. I think you can use a black pen for the headings and blue pen for the body.
Okay.
That is
And will we need the pencil for any specific thing? Like, will there be diagrams such? No.
no, not
Okay.
diagrams. No diagrams. Home science, I don't think you have any diagrams, but English, you sometimes need to draw a border. Okay, like in notice writing,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to make a square. You have to put it in a square. Okay. Always remember, you lose half the marks of notice writing question if you do not put it in a square.
Yeah.
So always put a notice in a square, and for that you need pencil. Besides, you don't need pencil. Also, you can like draw line after each answer. Okay, like you write the answer. Say, I have written my answer here. This much is my page. Okay, this is my margin, and I have written my answer. Here till here. Okay, so leave one line, and you can draw a line with black pen like this. Okay. Then you start question 2, answer 2, you write answer 2, and then draw a line at the center with black pen like this. Okay, that makes it like differentiates between the questions. Like not after every question, but what I do is that suppose I started with very short answers, 10 answers, whether I wrote 10 answers, very short, that question is complete, very short part. After that, I draw a line like this. Then I
Okay.
write my short, 4 questions are done. Then I draw a line like that. Okay, short questions are done now. Then long questions, and then you draw a line at the center, 2 lines. Long questions are done.
Okay.
Um, if it's like questions like differentiate between this and that, is it necessary that we have to draw a table for it?
Table, Megan, mostly yes. Okay. Like a lot of people, a lot of teachers, for them it is important that you draw like a table. You write it in a table form because you have to give the difference, right? You are comparing two things, and
Mm.
first you compare the meaning. So meaning of this thing, meaning of this thing. When the person checking it will see, okay, he can compare easily. What happens in paragraph now? You can see you're writing paragraph here of the first thing, then you write the paragraph of the second thing. The examiner has to read, find the line, okay, find the meaning from first
Yeah.
para, then go find the meaning from the next. Then he wants examples, so he'll find the examples from the first thing, go find the examples from the second. This avoids all that hassle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can just see in the table, okay, this and this comparative form is there. Correct. Okay. So that is why we write in tabular form, in the form of a table.
And
Okay. Yes.
in tables, and even like
Mm.
when they ask to define a specific thing, is
Mm.
it necessary that we have to write examples for that after writing it?
Do they writing examples is a good thing, okay, to do, because if you know the examples, put examples. Okay. If you know examples, write examples, because that makes your definition, you can say it put 4 stars to it,
Yeah.
okay, or like it will look more specific, factual, accurate.
Mm.
Okay, when you put examples like this happens, and these are the examples of it. So when you know examples, you write examples. If you forget, don't write examples. Okay. If you forget, then that is okay. But when you know examples, put like at least 2 examples, minimum 2. Okay. In difference, why do we write examples in the table form? To add an extra point.
Yeah.
Okay. To add an extra point, because we need points, we need the meaning, we can write the type, we can write the difference in structure, color, look, and then we can write another difference, that is examples.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why we write it. What else? I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. Amaze is also done. Okay. All right. Then I've told you about the lines. Also, please avoid cutting.
Yeah.
Okay. Please avoid cutting. What happens if you wrote something wrong? If you write something wrong, how to cut it in a neat way? Okay. This is where your pencil is used. Okay. This is where your pencil is used. Okay. I was writing, I am going to write painting. I wrote painting. Okay. But I needed to write painting. Okay. So either you can do this, put a little upside down B and write A, painting. Okay. Or if you made a major mistake in the word and you do not know what to do, cut it with a pencil, only one dash. Okay. Only one dash with the pencil, no pen. And then write painting. Okay. So if you make a spelling mistake, if you make an error, when you cut it with pen, it highlights, it pops out. When you cut it with pencil, it subdues it. Okay. So write it with, cut it with pencil, only one line. Don't do the whole black thing. Okay. On the entire page, that black thing will pop out.
Yeah.
A mistake. So do not do that. Just cut with pencil one line and write the next word.
Yeah.
Yes,
But better
Megan.
to avoid
Yes.
cutting entirely, right?
It's better to avoid cutting in entirely. If it happens, okay, if you write something wrong that you want, that you have to cut, then just put a line.
Yeah.
Megan?
There's like when you write a paper, it has to be neat. Does it affect your marks if it's not neat? The paper?
Put your marks if it is not neat. Megan, if the answers are correct, then that is okay. Okay. But the handwriting and clarity, like handwriting, it should be such that teacher is able to understand.
Yeah.
Right. When teacher is able to understand, then only they'll be able to give marks.
Yeah.
Right. So clarity is important. Okay. Otherwise, if your answers are correct, she's able to read, you'll get marks. Okay. You'll get the marks. That's not a problem. One more thing that I want to discuss. This has happened with me, so I'm telling you. Okay. Sometimes what happens now, see, choice questions we have all. Okay. All. Question one is there. Okay. First thing is there. Question same. Second question is there. In overexcitement, you choose one question. Okay. In overexcitement, okay, I know this question, and you choose the first one. You wrote two lines and you forgot. Okay. And the question is of 4 marks or 5 marks. He wrote two lines and forgot. And then you start to remember suddenly the second question. Okay. You start to remember, oh, the second question is coming here, but I already wrote some part of the first question. What to do about it? Okay. Then you're writing it. Okay. You have written the first question. See, you have written the first question. Take your pencil. Okay. Take your pencil and whatever you wrote from the first question, do not cut it like the entire thing, you made it black. No, put 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then you start with the next question. Put the question number again and start with the next answer. This one that you are remembering now. Okay. This one, then you start. So this is neat. This is still neat. This is still considered neat. This cutting. Okay. If I cut it like this, okay. If I cut it like this, then it will look very bad. So avoid cutting like that. If you make a major mistake, an entire answer is you wrote it incorrect. Okay, you want to change it. So just put 3 lines with pencil like this.
Correct.
Done. Okay. Now, anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So that is there. Okay. Last thing I'll tell you about the time management. Okay, suppose you are having 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay. And you have 4 sections. Section A, Section B, Section C, and Section D. Okay. Section A is your comprehension, B is your grammar, C is your writing portion, and D is literature. Okay, that's how you will get it. You divide your time. Section A, 15 minutes. You have to read the comprehension also and do the questions also. Okay. 15 minutes only. Okay. Section C, 45 minutes. Okay. Why? Because it is writing portion. All right. Section D, also you can take 45 minutes. Okay. Or this section A, you can put 30 also. 30 minutes. Okay. So this is 45 and 45. How much? 1.5 hour. Okay. Then 30 minutes is 2 hours. Section B, you will have still 1 hour. Okay. So even if you put 45 minutes here, 45 minutes here, and if you take like 1 hour here, if you take 1 hour in section C, 1 hour, then also your paper will be able to complete. Okay, you'll be able to complete section A 30 minutes, section B grammar 45 minutes, section C 1 hour, section D 45 minutes. Okay,
Right.
literature 45 minutes. You will be able to finish it. Okay,
Yep.
or if you do like section C and D, you are doing in 1 hour 45 minutes both. Okay, now section C 45 minutes, section D 1 hour. Very short, long, essay type. Section D 1 hour you are taking. Fine. Okay. But this is how you need to allocate a time to a particular section. Okay. This section I have to finish in this much time. Then section B. Okay. Start with your watch. Okay. And this time I'm starting, and this time, by this time I have to finish section B. By this time I have to finish section C. Okay. If you don't pay attention to time and keep writing only, na, you won't know that how much time it's gonna take you and how you're going to manage your time.
Yeah.
Okay. Manage your time according to the sections. Okay. Manage your time according to the sections. All right. And you'll be able to finish the paper in time. This is the time management in exams that we do. Okay.
And the final exam will also be 3 hours. Or
3 hours.
yeah.
Your time will be 3 hours for home science English. Okay. Your time will be 3 hours.
Don't we get like 15 minutes to first read our paper before they start the
You get
actual?
15 minutes to read your paper. We used to get 15 minutes, Megan, and I used to do comprehension reading in 15 minutes. That time only. Okay. So I'll see, Megan. I'll ask Hardik sir that if you get 15 minutes or not. Okay. Even if not, you can take the first 2 minutes or 5 minutes to read the paper. Don't take the paper and sit with it. No,
Yeah.
5 minutes you give yourself. Okay, I have 5 minutes. I'll go through all the questions. What type of questions are there in the paper, and then you just begin with section A.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So we will stop here for today. Tomorrow, this was like all the paper discussion and pattern. Okay. Tomorrow we can start with the lesson that we were doing.
Yep.
Okay. Okay then. See you all in English. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.